All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Gervonta Tank Davis got 100 million reasons why he didn't fight Lamont Roach. Let's talk about what the streets are saying about the money Gervonta's making, but really, I also want to talk about the fact that this fight with Jake Paul is an exhibition. And provided Gervonta doesn't do this again, it could actually wind up being a very big thing for him and hopefully Lamont Roach when they rematch. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. In this video, we're going to be talking about Gervonta Davis and the biggest fight in boxing, if we call it that, the biggest event in the sport of boxing that is going to take place this year. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Many boxing fans are of mixed emotion about this. I am not of mixed emotion. I don't really like the event itself. I am in this video, though, going to look on the bright side of it and also look at it from the point of view of this not being a fight between Gervonta and Jake Paul, but an exhibition. Before I get into that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really, really makes a big deal to the channel. Thank you. Sharing the video would be great. Email it to your friends. Would greatly appreciate it. But thank you guys, and thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of these videos. It really does help the channel out a lot. But let's get into this because, look, I am not a fan, have not been a fan of these exhibition fights in boxing. The whole YouTube influencer boxing thing that was really big a couple years ago that died out. Well, Jake Paul, though he was an influencer boxer, is still chugging along and doing exhibitions with guys like Mike Tyson, and now he's doing one with Gervonta Davis. This first is not a boxing purist's fight. This is a fight, or this is an exhibition that is without a doubt for ultra casual fans, and it's probably going to make a ton of money. Now, my opinion of the matter is this, that as long as Gervonta Davis does not just take his money and run off into the hills and not fight again, then this is the type of event that will probably push him even further along in his popularity. If he puts on a good performance and it's an exciting fight or exhibition, and anything, and he winds up somehow looking good in this. I don't know how it is. It looks to me David and Goliath, but David got skill and Goliath doesn't. But I don't know how it's going to work out. But if for some reason it winds up being a really fun event and it has tons and tons of millions and millions and millions of viewers, when Gervonta Davis goes back to his next fight, which I hope would be a Lamont Roach fight, then maybe some of that will wash into the next fight and it'll be a bigger fight and more money in it for the fighter that he'll actually fight next, who, again, I certainly hope is Lamont Roach. So why did he do it? It's very, very, very clear that he did this. Gervonta Davis did this for the money. And it's not an illogical thing. And if somebody in his situation has this to do, consider all things considered, hey, man, you know, this is what people are going to do. So he has a fight with a tough Lamont, very, very tough Lamont Roach, who people did not say was a tough fighter before he fought him, but Lamont Roach is a very, very tough fighter. He had a deal already done to fight Jake Paul before he caught that draw. So if I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to say, okay, great. If you already signed for the Jake Paul deal, that could be $50 million. I'm hearing the numbers I'm hearing somewhere around $50 million. Then if you go back and fight Lamont Roach and the anticipation for the Lamont Roach fight has increased, then you kind of get a double dip on it, and it may work out extremely well for Gervonta. Again, though, I do not want to parse words. I do not like that he is taking this exhibition fight before he fights Lamont. I, as a boxing fan, would rather have him fight somebody that is an actual boxer, not necessarily Jake Paul, because I don't think there's anything that really gets said out of it. And if for some reason Jake Paul clips Gervonta, something happens funny in that particular fight, then all of a sudden real boxers are looking terrible. Or are they? I don't know, because you have a guy that's 6'1". I don't know what he's going to walk in the ring at, 190, 200 pounds. He's a big guy. Gervonta may walk into the ring in the mid 140s. Such a very, very little guy. So, just how the optics of the fight and all of that, it's just really, really funny. Really, really, However, when I say the optics are bad, that's me looking at it from somewhat of a boxing purist. I'm not a complete boxing purist. However, it just doesn't look like anything to me. Now, on the other hand, though, to the massive amounts of dumb folk that pay attention to the WWE and just kind of dramatic shows, and they don't really care if it's real or not. Hey, man, this may be their cup of tea. Who knows how many people how many millions of fans of Jake Paul want to see Jake Paul hit Gervonta Davis? Who knows, man? But whatever the case is, I think that it is definitely going to make a lot of money. It's definitely going to be the biggest fight or the biggest event of the year. Definitely going to be bigger than Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford. And the reason that I say that is because there's interest in these silly ass exhibition fights. Even though nobody was asking for it, still, you have a gigantic fan base in Jake Paul. You have a very, very big fan base in Gervonta Davis, and it is an exhibition, so it's something that nobody would have ever expected. But all of these things, my understanding, have done well, and there's a track record of them doing very well with Jake Paul. I know that what he had with Mike Tyson did over $1 million, right? All of that, very, very big numbers. So expect them to do big numbers. Expect them to do big numbers again. But at the end of the day, there's nothing really else for Gervonta Davis to do in the exhibition world. At least I don't think there is. So it should pop right back and go right back to fighting regular people, provided he's going to go back to fighting regular people at all. If he winds up having an exhibition and calls it a day, well, guess what? The dude had a Hall of Fame career. And it's time to check out. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.